The Mi Band 3 review. With all the rumors of Xiaomi launching this in India soon, we decided it's finally time to get around to reviewing it. Oh yeah, sorry about the delays guys. Ash here from C4 eTech, card to our current giveaways, links in the description below, and while you're down there, hit that bell icon, become part of a notification squad. Let's now talk about the Mi Band 3. So the best thing about the Mi Band series in the past has been the battery life, and the Mi Band 3 lives up to that reputation. During our testing, we found that the Mi Band 3 easily lasted over 2.5 weeks of moderate usage. That includes having it sync all day via Bluetooth, forward notifications from a couple of social media apps like Instagram, and track daily workouts as well as sleep data. In fact, the Mi Band 3 is comfortable enough that after the first few days, I'm sure you'll forget it's even there. The strap is light yet sturdy, and Xiaomi has added enough adjustment holes that it should fit pretty much anybody. The fitness capsule itself wedges in tightly, which means that when it comes to build quality and finish, the Mi Band 3 improves upon its predecessor on all aspects. And it's not just the build, the screen here is an upgrade too. It's a bigger OLED panel, up to 0.78 inches from 0.42 inches on the Mi Band 2. But the biggest feature? It's a touchscreen panel now. Swiping feels a lot more natural than tapping on a button, and as a result, it feels like the UI this time is much more fluid. Yes, there are times where the band gets a little sluggish, and yes, the OLED screen can get a little difficult to see under bright sunlight, but overall, I must say I love the upgrades on the Mi Band 3. Now, wrapping up the hardware bits, we have water resistance up to 50 meters, and of course, the heart rate monitor from the previous gen makes a comeback as well. We didn't really get to test these two out extensively, but in the few instances that we did fire up the heart rate monitor, it seemed to be pretty consistent. And of course, whenever we dropped the Mi Band 3 in water, it survived. So that's something. The pedometer too remained consistent. Now, you might be wondering why I'm talking about consistency and not accuracy when it comes to counting steps. Now, that's because every fitness tracker, right from the Mi Band 3 all the way up to the Fitbits, they all have varying levels of accuracy or inaccuracy. That just comes with counting steps. How it works is you set yourself a target and try to stick to it and keep improving. So what really matters here is consistency, and that's where the Mi Band 3 really shines. Somebody who doesn't really use fitness trackers on a day-to-day basis, they might go about telling you, hey, this is this inaccurate, this is like this, it's 10% inaccurate, it's 20% inaccurate, the steps, it was that good, it wasn't that good, and all that stuff. But the reality is, as somebody who's been using a Fitbit for about 3+ years now, the consistency is what makes it or breaks it. I know right now if I keep doing this, my Fitbit is gonna count steps. It's gonna be a little inconsistent. Now every time I'm doing a voiceover, I see a small little inaccuracy rather with my Fitbit. But then it all evens out over a long period of time. So when you have consistent data to count to follow with, as long as it's not counting steps when you're in a car or something, then it should work for you. And that is something the Mi Band 3 does really well. Use it long enough and you'll be tracking steps and exercise constantly, and you'll get into the habit of checking it regularly. And this will ensure that you hit your daily goals, make you a little bit more active, kind of incorporate it into life, then have it as a separate chore to complete. Xiaomi has also built in some social features this time, and this means that there was a slight motivation factor that will help on days where you might be feeling really lazy. Come on, we all have those days, right? Now, this has been one of my biggest complaints about everything else. That's something I really love about the Fitbit, and the social element is why I feel Fitbit is much superior. Fitbit still is, but Xiaomi seems to be taking a step in the right direction with these kind of social shares. Still, some basic features like sharing data with MyFitnessPal, it isn't available yet. And I am happy to see Google Fit integration. Now, the software features aren't unique to the Mi Band 3. They're also available in the Mi Band 2. But then again, I'm just giving you some information here. Me, along with a huge number of people, use MFP for food tracking and all that. So I wish Xiaomi could add that one into the mix as well. I'm not taking it as a con, but again, just information being provided. Take it for what it is. Now, coming to the Mi Fit app itself, we have a ton of features built into it. And if you guys want to know more about it in detail, here's a dedicated video that we did on that topic. So in that video, we did say we'd give you a better idea of sleep tracking once we tried the Mi Band out. And after our tests, sleep tracking is kind of a hit or a miss, like with most of the fitness trackers out there, including the Fitbit Charge 2. The sleep tracking isn't very accurate, and on the Mi Band 3 again it wasn't an exception. The exercise tracking though, that was pretty much on point, and that's something we used a fair bit. And now, before we wrap this review up, let's talk about the sundries, the miscellaneous part. The Find My Device function is pretty useful, and I found myself using it fairly often. The fact that the Bluetooth range on the band is quite good helps out in this aspect. Also useful was the Bluetooth proximity unlock, which worked pretty seamlessly with Mi phones. Of course, with trusted device, you can use it with pretty much any phone. Xiaomi has also thrown in a few watch faces, and while they are pretty basic, I like the fact that we have some options here. And finally, regular movement reminders. If you are someone who spends the majority of your day seated, like we guys do, then these reminders do help. So at 169 yuan or somewhere in the 2000 rupee vicinity, is the Mi Band 3 a good buy? Hell yes. For someone who is on a tight budget or someone looking to get into the world of fitness trackers, the Mi Band 3 is the perfect stepping stone. Sure, the software experience isn't as polished as on, say, a Fitbit. I keep going to the Fitbit because that's what I've used and that is what I'm comparing it against. Yes, it's a totally different price segment, but that is all I know when it comes to fitness trackers. So I'm trying to keep it I keep going there just as a reference point. I don't expect it to be better than a Fitbit. So please don't hate me for that. So given the rumors of Xiaomi launching this soon, would you buy it? If it came at say 2000 rupees, what do you think about it? I personally feel it's worth the price, but again, what do you think? What do you think should be the right price for it? Let me know all about it in the comments below. And if you are already using a fitness tracker, what are you using and how do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments below. And I guess that's it. It's now time I bid you adieu. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on what you think about this video. Subscribe and turn on notifications by clicking that bell icon if you haven't yet. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.